Hi, this is Dave here from ProSport Physiotherapy, and in today's blog I just want to talk about tendonitis. And tendonitis is a term that the layman's might use, where we're talking about an irritation of the tendon that just attaches into the heel, and then it kind of blends into all the calf muscles at the back of your leg. Now, the medical profession, we prefer to call that a tendinosis, okay? And now what we're finding in the literature now is that it's not actually acute damage to the tendon, but it's just more irritation of maybe some fibers that have just shown some slight degeneration in it. Now, the Achilles tendon is vital for elastic energy. So when you're walking and running, we use this springy, light feeling. That Achilles is essential to transmit forces, okay, absorb forces, okay, and utilize that force then into elastic energy. Okay, so we get that nice spring feeling. Now, the Achilles tendon needs to work very well with the patella tendon up at the knee, because when that foot hits the floor, okay, there's going to be a lot of forces going through the knee. That's going to go from the hamstring up to the hip, and also from the knee down into the Achilles via the gastroc and the calf. So that hamstring and calf are very, very important. They have to work well together to distribute force equally. One distributes it up to the hip, one distributes it down to the Achilles. And then obviously we're going to transmit force then around the front into the quadriceps, into the patella tendon as well. So we really utilize our springs very well. Now at ProSport Physiotherapy, how we treat the Achilles tendon is obviously the first thing we need to do is we need to stop that irritation of those particular fibers. Then, you know, some simple advice like maybe a little bit of rest if that's feasible, you know, obviously depending on what your event is. If you've got an important event coming up that you're peaking for, that may not always be realistic. Or the other thing then is to actually find the true drivers of why your nervous system set itself up so that it's putting a lot more forces through a particular part of the tendon, which is why this exact part got irritated. Okay, now that's very specific to you, because your injury history, your body organizes itself and it adapts to pain, adapts to excessive loads on the body, very, very specific and individualized to you. So I wish I could say there's a cookbook recipe for Achilles tendonitis or tendinosis, but the reality is we need to treat every single patient differently, because your injury history and your story and what you've been doing up to now, okay, is going to give us a big clue into how we manage your actual particular case. So your exercises and treatment plan could be completely different to the next person, but yet you both might have a very similar tendon pain, because you might have an injury history where you've had plenty of rolled ankles, whereas the next person with the same symptoms may not have had rolled ankles. They may have had a load of knee pain previously. So how we treat the tendon now based on your injury history will be very, very different depending on you and your story. Okay, so the first bit of advice I'd give you is obviously ideally if we can offload the tendon just for a little bit, just to let the actual symptoms settle. But then the most important thing is we need to find out why this happened in the first place. Why is there a lot more force going through that particular fibers of that tendon? And as I said, we've got particular skill sets here at ProSport Physio. We combine hands-on treatment with very specific rehabilitation exercises in order to find out why. And again, that's all based on your history and injury history, and also your story and how your lifestyle is. Okay, so if you have any more questions, please feel free to get in contact, and I hope you found this video helpful.